Well, we hit 79 degrees in Boston on Tuesday. 1 degree outside. Meteorologist Danielle here with your insights video. No 80-degree reading yet this year. And for Logan Airport, the average first 80-degree reading comes on May 3rd. So we're slightly behind the schedule. The earliest 80-degree reading we've ever had was on March 22nd. That was actually back in 2012. The latest we've ever hit 80 is on June 10th. That was back in 1997. Last year, we actually hit 80 on April 19th, so it was a little ahead of schedule. And in 2024, it was slightly behind schedule on May 21st. Now, some spots did hit 80 plus over the course of Tuesday. From summertime warmth to snow, still tracking it. A late season snowstorm in the Rockies. These are snowfall totals over the past 24 hours, 1 to 2 feet. Tens of thousands of power outages in and around the Denver area. And they didn't have an overly snowy season. So this is pretty substantial here with 20.4 inches at Bear Lake, Colorado, 16.3 Jamestown. A lot of spots picking up 1 to 2 feet. Some totals still coming in. Some of these being updated. Even Wyoming, Budford, Wyoming, and Cheyenne picking up between 6 and 12 inches of snow. It is going to melt fairly quickly with temperatures that are going to rise into the 60s in Denver by the time we get to Thursday. A lot of the warmth is suppressed down across the southeastern United States, and that's also where there's a threat for severe thunderstorms after a very active day, what will be on Wednesday. Then the threat is a little bit lower, but likely still some isolated strong to severe storms here from Mobile, Alabama, stretching back up to Macon, over towards Columbia, and then down towards the panhandle of Florida as well. Isolated tornadoes as well as damaging wind gusts, and some localized flash flooding, the primary threats. For us here at home, our Thursday is pretty quiet. Sunshine, clouds, a sprinkle in northern Maine, maybe an isolated shower along the south coast Thursday night. Friday, pretty pleasant end to the week, varying amounts of sun and clouds, an isolated shower possible, but most of us dry. Then we turn our attention to Saturday. There's going to be an area of low pressure coming out of the Ohio Valley. Saturday morning early, I think we start dry. Actually, could even see a little bit of sunshine early. Clouds will thicken up though, and by mid to late morning, I do anticipate some showers to be moving in, advancing in ahead of the steadier rain that will fill in across central and southern New England, with the storm center tracking to our south. I'd say this is the biggest uncertainty in the forecast. If the storm tracks a little farther south, the rain also would track a little farther south. And similarly, if it comes farther north, we may get into the steadier rain, perhaps a little farther north and a little bit sooner. That wave does go by though, and on Sunday for Mother's Day, cold front off to our north and west. This actually may be a little bit overdone. I think many of us squeeze out a dry day until an increased threat for showers by the evening. Northern New England has the greatest risk of a scattered shower on Sunday afternoon. So we'll keep you posted, of course, on the weekend. Sun and clouds in the morning for Mother's Day. We'll be up around 70 degrees, breezy and mild, with the chance of showers increasing, particularly across western and northern New England. High temperatures for our Thursday, 50s and 60s. Pretty seasonable day overall, and we're not done with frost yet. In fact, we've colored it on the map here in blue. So for Thursday night, yes, most of central, eastern, southern New England is frost-free, but you notice the blue shaded areas from the Berkshires up into Vermont, western and northern New Hampshire, northwest Maine, where temperatures do dip into the low to mid 30s with some scattered frost likely as the wind eases as well. Nice rebound on Friday, 50s to lower 60s, admittedly a couple degrees cooler than during the day on Thursday. Frost on Friday night is confined pretty much to northern New England, where we drop into the mid-30s, most spots in the 40s in central and southern New England. Saturday, back into the 60s, we climb in many areas. Again, chance of rain with the wind out of the south that will be increasing 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday, look at this. Lower 70s for Mother's Day, 60s to around 70 along the south coast. 60s on Cape Cod, south-southwest wind will be breezy on Sunday. Increasing clouds, a greatest chance of a shower again in northern New England, running in the 60s all the way to the Canadian border. So lots to track in the coming days. You can, of course, watch it all in our free 5-star weather app. The video is right at the top, access to our membership opportunities, our merchandise. It's all there. Search 1 degree outside weather in the App Store and Google Play.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the number 1 Degree Outside Weather.